Hi guys, it's Jay again from Ayaba's Wind. I am back to do your June 2021 Love Tarot 95 South Flash for the sign of Virgo. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I am a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition, so I'll be interpreting the cards from an Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective at times. If you like what I'm doing, please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, Also, if you want a private reading, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. Okay. So this is kind of a new twist on Love Tarot. Okay. You're not going to see any deck like this. And if you do, I guess imitation is the best flattery, I guess. But anyway, so I created this deck based on my favorite things. And so one of the favorite things of mine is the South. Some very special people in my life are from the South. I lived in the South, okay? I love Southern food. So anyway, so it's going to be an ode to the South, but also it's going to be an ode to the 80s music scene, okay? So Madonna, Prince, Michael Jackson, so it's going to be like 80s pop, 80s rock, and 80s R&B. And then there's going to be some quotes, some like literature, some really cool books as it relates to love and relationships, okay? And kind of like the Southern vibe, all right? So you guys know that I get peeved by the sound of shuffling. So I shuffled off camera. I pulled out the majority of the cards because I want to spend more time on the commentary. I'm just going to pull a couple of more cards and then we'll get into the reading, okay? This reading is going to be much shorter than other readings. It's designed to be that way so you guys can get in and get out, okay? So just give me a couple of seconds. Here we go. Now your reading is definitely interesting. Okay, this has not happened out of all the signs that I've read. And I'll tell you what that is in just a couple of seconds, okay? This kind of concerns me. Okay, that'll be the last of it. So let's go. All right, so let's get started, okay? So the first card usually kind of sets the tone for the reading, all right? And so Spirit is saying he thinks the sun comes up just to hear him crow. Okay, so yes, I know there's men and there's women who watch me, mostly women, but I do have some men who are on here. And so, and if you're a same-sex relationship or a heterosexual relationship, You know, men can have feminine energy, females can have masculine energy, okay? So it's going to be vice versa, flipped, whatever, okay? So what spirit is saying is that someone thinks that their shit don't stink, okay? That basically they're like all that. There's a saying, they're all that in a bag of chips. Okay, I'm not good with sayings, okay? I'm gonna like lower this because I'm getting distracted. And uh, so what spirit is saying is that, you know, this person could be a little conceited, a little full of themselves. Okay. Their head could be gas. Okay. They may be a little egotistical, narcissistic, that kind of thing. So spirit is saying someone's head is gassed up. Okay. Their head is big. All right. But spirit is also talking about someone needs to catch some Z's. So, you know, rest is going to be really important. Just keep in mind, this is a general love reading. Okay. Um, it's some information is going to apply to you. All of it could apply or none of it could apply. That's quite all right. Okay. My feelings are not going to be hurt. All right. I'm reading for thousands of people. Okay. Across the world. All right. So not everything's going to apply. You'll know it applies when you feel it. Okay. You'll feel this, je ne sais quoi. You'll feel this thing. Okay. And you'll know that that message is meant for you. All right. But spirit is saying that someone needs to really, they need to get some rest. Okay. Because they're doing too much. They may not be sleeping long enough hours. They may be, you know, working late, you know, obsessing about certain things. You know, I'm hearing that someone could have like a you know, obsessive compulsive disorder. Like someone could have an OCD who's watching this. Okay. And spirit is saying that, you know, this could be compromising you as far as you know, getting rest. You know, this OCD could be causing anxiety in you. Okay. um so, and I'm hearing like a sedative. Okay. You know, I'm not a doctor by any stretch of the word, but, you know, spirit is saying sedative. Okay. So, you know, maybe if you have problems sleeping, you know, you may want to, you know, within, you know, healthy limits, and provided you're healthy and you've gotten, you know, consultation from your doctor, maybe you could try and take some melatonin, um, you know, or something that is going to be natural to help you to, you know, wind down. Okay. Spirit is saying you give love a bad name. Bon Jovi. Okay. Here we go. This was a song, rock song from the 80s. Okay. And I know a lot of my subscribers, they love the 80s music scene. Okay. Um, and so, you know, spirit is saying that, you know, someone could have, you know, been violated in a relationship, all right? And someone could have been so terribly hurt. And, you know, spirit is saying, you know, either this person who was hurt is saying this about this other person, like, you really hurt me. Like, you know, you give love a bad name. This is not what love is supposed to be. Okay. There's someone in this love story that doesn't know how to treat someone, okay, with love and respect. Okay. Um, you know, they may have a different interpretation of what love is, which kind of, I don't know if I want to say bastardizes, you know, the term love, but, you know, spirit is like, yeah, there's someone in this love story that's not a good look, a good representation of love. Okay. Right after that, you have Runaway Bride. Okay, which was a big movie with Julia Roberts. And basically, you know, in a lot of the scenes, like the trailers, the trailer for Runaway Bride, it shows her, you know, at the altar waiting to get married. And, you know, so much anxiety builds up in her, and then she winds up running before the vows are said. And it shows her, you know, racing away on a horse in a wedding gown. Okay, so I know the imagery is very intense. You got to watch that movie. Okay, but this is alluding to the fact that someone has a fear of commitment. Um, Someone has a fear of commitment. They have anxieties about committing for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they're with someone else. You know, someone else is, you know, they're taken, and so they can't commit. Okay. Or there's some kind of fear. They're afraid of something maybe um, rooted in childhood could be causing this fear. Okay. uh, Now, We have Devil in a Blue Dress. Okay. So this was another movie. This was with Denzel Washington. And who's the other chick? She was in, I think she was in Flashdance, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but anyway, damn, what is her name? She was in the L Word. If you know who that is, put it in the comments, please. Okay, I can't remember the chick's name. Anyway, Devil in a Blue Dress. Okay, so there is this movie. I think Denzel was, I don't know if he was a detective or he was just, some guy that, fell in love with this chick who was in a blue dress. She was very sexy and seductive, but she was also a part of she was a pawn. She was a part of this scheme, okay, to corrupt someone, to mislead someone, okay? Spirit is saying that, someone in this love story can be very deceptive, okay? Could possibly wear a mask, could show you one face, but really be another way, you know. And I say that the candle just popped, okay? Spirit is saying you definitely have to watch your back, okay? This person could set you up for a world of hurt. I'm saying that my head is tingling. Someone could get your feelings all caught up in it, and then everything that you built up, if you say you have a family, a husband or wife, but you're tempted by this devil in a blue dress, okay, or it could be a blue suit if you're a man, into men. All right, spirit is saying that this person could make everything crumble. Okay, so spirit is saying you got to snap out of it. Okay, now this is the first devil card. Okay, now in traditional tarot, some readers are afraid to interpret this card as a black magic card, okay? Because they don't like dealing in that, and I understand it. It's not for everybody, okay? But a lot of times the devil card will indicate that there has been some kind of spell work, black magic done, something that has been done to corrupt, manipulate spiritually some energies, okay? So the devil card can also mean unhealthy attachments, kind of distorted relationship. How do they say? Um, Codependent. And that word is so cliche, but look, it has its place, right? It's so cliche though. But, Spirit is saying that, that devil card can indicate unhealthy attachments, okay, or codependency. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay. So what spirit is saying is like, look, you got to look at the people around your special person, or the person is you're dating. The person you could be dating could be your special person, your divine masculine, divine feminine, aka your twin flame, aka your soulmate, whatever you want to call it, okay? Or it could be a karmic that you are dating and or married to, okay? That you're with them to learn a lesson or two or three or four. Once you ideally learn those lessons, you leave them and you go into harmonious union with your special person. But anyway, Spirit is saying that if your special person, whoever it is you're dating, hangs out with a group of people who like pure debauchery, okay, they like to, have sex on the dance floor, have sex in alleys, have sex in the car after a night of hanging out, drinking, going to strip clubs, having like, five or six, side chicks, side guys, okay, on a whole night of debauchery. Okay, Spirit is saying that you got to take a look at your person. Your person may say, oh, no, I'm not into that. I don't do that. Yeah, my friends get into that, but I'm not into that. I just like to hang out with them. I grew up with them. These are people we go way back. This and that. Spirit is saying, no, no, they're into a little something. And that's why they like to hang out with these people. Okay, because they like to dib and dab. So Spirit is saying, keep your eyes open. And Spirit could also be indicating that, birds could be significant, could figure prominently here for you, okay? I'm hearing something about like an eagle feather as well. So for someone, you can get like an abalone seashell, and kind of burn sage or juniper or cedar or sweetgrass in that abalone shell, and take that feather. Eagle feathers are illegal. If you can get your hands on one, wow, okay. But mostly they sell vulture feathers, okay, or turkey feathers or whatever. Get that feather. You can order it online, Amazon.com, and start, kind of smoking yourself and smoking the house, and you're praying, as you're going through. There's some reason why you need to do this, okay? The next card is Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler, okay? This song was, every time I hear this song, and if you see the video, it is very dark, okay? There is like a sinister kind of foreboding kind of energy with this song. It's like every now and then I fall apart, need you more than ever. Okay, so this is someone who, with a love was just so strong, and like this person felt so helpless, okay, with this love. And uh, I don't know that the love was reciprocated. It feels like one person had stronger love for someone than the other person did, okay? Almost like unrequited love, this is about, okay? And so this could be that someone had really strong emotions or love for someone, and it wasn't completely reciprocated, and this person still carries it heavy in their heart. You should definitely think about doing the mantras. Do some kind of love mantras. Do mantras to cut the heart cords, to cleanse your aura, okay, because someone walks with a heaviness in their heart about a particular person, okay. um Clothes don't make the man, okay. So spirit is saying, like, someone could look the part, they could look it, but yeah, and here again, it talks about, like, it talks about a masking, or a false facade, okay. So you can have, say, a man of the cloth, right, and people believe this man of the cloth to be pure and innocent and God-fearing. However, this man of the cloth, and there have been plenty men of the cloth, including pastors, priests, preachers, whoever, deacons, whatever, who have their challenges, okay, who have been found to be having sexual liaisons and trysts with men and women, in their offices, at hotels, in their cars. They may offer counseling, and that counseling session turns into something sexual, okay, in nature, as people can be vulnerable. But I say that to say, you know, someone could present a good game, but behind that, that exterior, something else is going on, okay? That they could be raunchy, they could be like almost like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, okay? So they can look all, how you say, innocent, you know what I'm saying? But on the inside, in the interior, there could be scandalous thoughts, scandalous behaviors going on, okay? Um, Black sheep of the family. So someone is unlike the other, okay? Who was that? I'm seeing like Sesame Street, when they would always do that one thing is not like the other, that kind of thing. So, there is someone who, feels like they're the black sheep of the family, that they don't feel connected to the family, like they walk to their own beat, they do their own thing, they don't do as other people do, okay? They don't do the status quo. Okay, and so Spirit is just making acknowledgement of this. All right. A watch pot never boils. So what is this saying? Spirit is saying, instead of waiting and focusing on a particular something to happen to manifest, it will be to your benefit to not do that. It will be to your benefit to work on yourself, invest in yourself, build yourself up, and keep the movement and the momentum going as far as building yourself up. Okay. So that pot will boil faster that way. That, you'll be able to come to a conclusion. You'll be able to, things will come to fruition, you know, um, easier, smoother, and you'll be more prepared because you will have worked on yourself. When you stand there and you watch water boil, it takes forever. Okay. And it takes even longer if you add salt, if you know chemistry. Okay. And so the spirit is saying, do not sit and watch that pot. Okay. You got to work on yourself, get into the gym, go back to school, you know what I'm saying? Get a new job, do a home makeover. Okay. Spirit is saying, work on yourself. All right. A ghostly voice shivered along my spine, whispering. This was written by Amanda Carlson from the book Pure Blooded. Okay. A ghostly voice shivered along my spine, whispering. All right. So this is, evidence of an entity. There is a spirit that is around you. You could sense the spirit. You could hear things in the house. Maybe things may be moving. Maybe things may be lost and then found suddenly. The spirit is saying, and you could have possibly felt chills, goosebumps. Okay, there is a spiritual entity around you. You may have a gift to connect with spirits. Okay, and spirit is saying, not to be afraid, but you definitely have to do, a clearing in your house, to make sure that the vibration is high and that you are attracting good spirits, your ancestors, your spirit guides that are protecting you, as opposed to something that is dark and sinister. Okay. Digging your own grave. Okay. So what does this mean? Okay. It can mean a couple of things. We have the ghost card and then we have digging your own grave. So it could be that someone who could have crossed over is coming back to warn you, to give you a message that there's a spirit that's lingering around you. For some reason, it's hanging over you. Okay, I don't know if there's something that's unresolved, but you definitely got to pray for that spirit to go into the light. Okay, because I'm feeling like there's something unresolved there. Okay, and my head is tingling. Wow, my head is tingling like big time. And then digging your own grave could be that someone is about to cross over. Okay. Someone could be crossing over from the earthly plane into the ancestor realm. Okay. If they haven't done so already. Okay. And it could be that this spirit of this person could come back to be around you, could possibly protect you. Hopefully it's not haunting you, but in fact protecting you. Okay. The other thing is that, spirit just wants you to, take care of yourself. Okay. So that you don't burn the candle at both ends and overdo it and make yourself sick. Okay. To force you into an early grave. Okay. Um, Now, this is the second card, and this is what I'm talking about. Devil's Advocate. Big movie. Okay, if you have not seen this movie is not a joke, not a game. Okay, and a whole video could be done on this. All right, a channeling could be done on this whole Devil's Advocate thing. That's the second devil card. Okay, in all the readings that I have done for this 95 South Flash series, you guys are the only ones that have gotten a double devil card. Okay, I swear it. So there is, I don't know how to say it, but like the devil is tempting you. You know, you could be a Christian that's watching this, which is quite all right. There could be a temptation that the devil is tempting you, okay? Trying to force you to, cross over into, engaging in debauchery, maybe, cheating on your husband or cheating on your wife, or, doing things that are, I'm hearing like, I don't want to know if I want to say sacrilegious, but, you know, um, going against your doctrine. Okay. Okay. The devil's energy, a dark energy, a sinister energy is definitely around. Um, you definitely have to be mindful of your mental health, your mental well-being. So you should definitely be doing your mantras for protection. The Om Dum Durgaye Namaha mantra, the Om Ayudaye Namaha mantra. Okay. Um, the Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaye Namaha. Okay, that's another protection mantra. And the Narasimha mantra. Okay, and I'm going to do a series on the mantras to help you to pronounce the words, because I know it can be challenging. But guys, you definitely, this energy is sinister. You guys should not be sleeping in the dark in your house. You guys need night lights. You need to be smoking out your house. I'm hearing you got to do a clearing of your house. Get a branch of leaves, spray some white rum out of your mouth onto the leaves, and say some prayers, and you whip it up in the air in every room in your house from the back to the front door. Okay, and you're praying to get rid of any negative, dark entities. Go in closets, whip it around. When you get to your front door, you're going to be at the threshold and you're going to crack it and say "Unlo." Okay. Um, you could say death be gone, dark spirits be gone. Okay, good riddance. You know, um, anything that is going to, send back this negative energy. You're going to take those branches, you put it in a bag, and take it as far away from the house as possible. Okay, you definitely got to do a clearing. All right. Also, we're going to explore this deeper in the Love Tarot pop up that I do in the next couple of days. And so there's more cards that are incorporated, and we go into a deeper explanation as to what's going on. Okay. Someone is a backseat driver. Okay. So what does this mean? The backseat driver. I'm a backseat driver. I drive. But it's someone that, can be very controlling, likes to control a situation. Okay. And even though this person that is driving could be, perfectly capable of navigating and maneuvering the car, taking you to the place you need to go, you're there, oh, turn this way, you're going too fast, be careful of this person. There's something where there's a distrust in people's ability to carry you through a situation. Okay. And so spirit is just acknowledging that. All right. The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. Okay. So what is this saying? This is saying that, if you have tendencies, it could have been that your mother did it, that your father did it. Okay. And, spirit is saying that you somehow either learned this tendency, you learned it, or somehow it is in your bloodline that you have picked it up. You've inherited it from someone. Okay. An uncle, some family figure, something is going on. So say if your father was a cheater, okay, a serial cheater, was involved in multiple, uh, you know, uh, relationships, okay, outside of your mother, okay, spirit is saying that you may have had a liaison or two. You may have cheated on, you know, someone, okay, or maybe tempted to cheat, okay? So Spirit is saying there's something, going on in your bloodline that, you are like your mother and or you are like your father or someone in your bloodline, okay? There is a connection. I'm feeling like it's an ancestral energy is definitely in the bloodline, okay? And this thing that you inherited may not be conducive to you moving forward. It may not be a high vibration behavior, okay? Okay. A penny saved is a penny earned. So what Spirit is saying that someone, definitely has to, be saving their money. Okay. Someone could be splurging. Okay. And Spirit is saying they want you to save for the future, you know, um, because the money could be going out the window. Okay. Mama's baby, papa's baby. Okay. So again, Spirit is warning of someone stepping out of a relationship, okay? I'm feeling the feminine energy. And remember, men can also have this feminine energy. Whoever walks with this feminine energy, this could be the person that could be tempted to step out if they haven't already stepped out, okay? That, you have to be careful of, having these trysts, these liaisons, these hooking up, because you could get so deep with someone or the passions could be so unbridled. And it's funny because there's like this horse kind of vibe because of the whole runaway bride thing and the horse. So I don't know, someone who's watching this could be directed to you. If you ride horses or if you own a horse, something with a horse. But, Spirit is saying that it could be this particular tryst or liaison or hookup that nets you a baby, out of wedlock or, with someone that you did not intend to have a child with. Okay. So Spirit is warning of that. Okay. We have Scarface. Tony Montana. Okay. You heard that in a rap song. I don't know who was that. Um, I think it was French Montana. French Montana. It was one hip hop song. Okay, so Tony was this hot Cuban. He was a hustler, drug dealer. He had a big cocaine empire. Okay, so let's talk about this really quick. This reading is going a little longer. You guys are probably by far the longest of this series out of all the signs. Okay, so Scarface, there could be someone in this love story who was a hustler, who was a drug dealer, who deals cocaine or could use cocaine, could be a heavy cocaine user, who could be a dealer of cocaine, okay, who could be, a rude boy or a rude gal, okay, dealing in this whole night scene, maybe the Miami club scene, the night scene, lounges, strip clubs, living fast cars, fast women, fast men, that whole fast life, designer clothes, parties, jewelry, all of that. But Scarface Tony was a hothead, okay, and he would blow your head off at a moment's notice. Tony was, very possessive. If you have not seen this movie, you got to watch it. It's a classic. People watch it over and over and over again. Al Pacino was the star. Okay. So, it's referring to someone who may have a short fuse, someone that could have like a street element or thread running through them, that maybe they had a past of being in the streets. Okay. Tony was suave. Okay. He was a smooth MFer. All right. And, he may have had a little bit of a Napoleon complex. Okay. But he was running shit. All right. And so Spirit is saying that there could be an energy of someone who they may be in the streets now, or they could have that in their past, okay? And there's an allure with it. And maybe this Scarface lifestyle maybe push them over the edge, of extremes. Okay. And so spirit is just making note of this Scarface energy. Okay. Um, and I'm hearing for someone about running guns. Okay. Someone could be running guns. All right. Baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore. This was a big song in the 80s. REO Speedwagon, come crashing through your door. You know, so basically, this song is really about, emotions bubbling, someone bubbling to the brim with like passion and love, and emotions. Okay, like they've suppressed it for so long that now they just can't take it anymore and they want to come crashing through the door. Guys, this is like the Eight of Wands energy. This is like the Knight of Swords, like rushing in, okay, or the Chariot energy. Something is going to come suddenly and quickly, okay? It could be the passions between two people are so intense out of maybe not being with each other that the longing and the yearning is going to drive them together, and once they get together it's going to be like an explosion. Okay, and in this explosion there could be the conception of a child because the passion is so hot and ain't nobody thinking about, oh, uh this is my what do you call it, my fertile time of the month. Okay, ain't nobody thinking about that. Ain't nobody thinking about popping a birth control pill. Okay, spirit is saying this is a very volatile energy. Okay, and there could be, you can get, hit with a barrage of text messages, DMs. You could bump into someone. It could be hot and heavy, on and popping. Okay, so spirit is saying is there's a fire that's burning. All right, what you do in the dark will come to light. Okay, here we go. So spirit is saying you may think that you doing this on the low, but you ain't doing it on no low. It is going to be exposed. Spirit is letting you know. I'm hearing the cat is going to be let out the bag. Some way, somehow, information is going to get out about your tryst, your liaison, your rendezvous with this particular person. And spirit is saying, they're letting you know right here, it's going to be put out there. So is it worth you losing your whole family, your husband, your wife, your whole life that you've built over this person? And also what spirit is saying, your house cannot be dark. You got to have night lights throughout your house, okay? And look, you gotta have night lights. You cannot be sleeping in darkness, walking in darkness. You can't deal with the light. Get the sleep patch, the silk sleep patch over your eyes. Okay. Spirit is saying, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Okay. So yet another thing. If you think what you're doing is in the dark and it's hidden, Spirit is saying that there are eyes on this. Not just physical eyes, but the spiritual eye is also operating here. Okay. So you could think that your partner, whoever you're with, is clueless about a situation, but their intuition, they may not be into mantras and meditation and all that shit. Okay. But they have an intuition, they have spirit guides, they have ancestors that inform them, whether they're in the tradition or not, that place images, ideas, that communicate images in their dreams. Okay? So spirit is saying, don't try and run game on this person because this person is going to call you on it. Okay? Don't play this person as a fool, like they're clueless or like they're so caught up in life that they're not going to see what it is that's being done. Had the time of my life, Bill Medley and Gene, I think it's Gene Carnes, okay? This was from the movie Dirty Dancing. Great movie. You're the one that I can't get enough of. This could be love. Okay. So what was this song about? This was kind of like unrequited love. Like, there could be a difference in age. Okay. This was about, this girl. She's a teenager, late teens. She went to camp, way to camp, and she fell in love with the dance instructor. Okay. Dance instructor was fine, Patrick Swayze. Okay. And she fell in love with him. Patrick was involved with, a chick that was his age that he was seeing, that he had a very volatile, love affair with. All right. But this young girl, she fell in love with him. Okay. She loved the way he moved, the way he talked, the way he carried. She was just, how you say, enamored with him, and so Spirit is saying that there could be an unrequited love here, that, the attraction could be there, but there's an imbalance because someone is taken. Okay, so they can only go so far. They wouldn't mind like a little romp in the hay, but the reality is they're not available like that. Okay, and that their feelings and affections are for someone else. Okay, and so Spirit is just saying this, and I know it can be hurtful if this is in fact applying to you. Um, but Spirit is saying that, it may have been a beautiful experience. You may be infatuated with this person may be infatuated with you, but the love cannot be realized, for a number of reasons. Okay. Careless Whisper, George Michael, and Wham. This song never gets old. Okay. I'm Never Gonna Dance Again. Guilty Feet Have Got No Rhythm. This song is about betrayal. Okay. And a lot of people sing this song, they don't know what the hell they're singing. I didn't know what the hell I was singing. Okay. I just knew I loved the song. So basically, George Michael, he's gay. Um, so I'm not sure who he's referring to in this song. He did write this song. So, and basically what he was saying is that, he was tempted. He had an affair with someone outside of his relationship. And so, he's battling with how can he face, the person that he's in a relationship with. It was just like, what he did was careless, like he wasn't thinking. He was caught up in the moment, caught up in the passion. Okay. And now that the cheating has been done, it's like, when he dances with this person, literally, maybe, or more so figuratively, when he gets back in the presence of this person, it's not going to feel the same. It's going to be awkward. There's going to be like these awkward silences, this vibe. Okay, because he walks with the weight of this this cheating, this betrayal on his shoulder. Okay, when he talks about guilty feet have got no rhythm. Okay, so and I'm hearing Jill Scott talking about, staccato, in one of her songs. She talks about when, a love that was so sweet turned so bitter. Okay, and so, Spirit is saying, there is a betrayal. There is a cheating. Someone's going to cheat. Someone has cheated. It could be that the main person found out, and that they don't know how to be like they were before. Okay, it's another vibe. There could be a distance, an unsettled feeling, a vacancy. Okay. Okay, and then we have Material Girl, Madonna. Only boys that save their pennies make my rainy day. Okay. So, this is talking about, someone who likes nice things, someone who likes money, someone who likes comfort and security. Someone could be with someone because they offer stability and security, but there may not be that love, that passion. You know what I'm saying? This person could love the person, just because they love them as a human being. But that passionate love, I think it is missing. Okay? It is missing. Okay? So someone could be with someone for materialistic means, or maybe how it presents to the community. Okay? But behind closed doors ain't much going on. People could look good together, but the passion, uh-uh. Okay? And then finally, all that glitters is not gold. Okay? So what Spirit is saying is that, how they say, there was a painter, I think it's Manet. Is it Monet or Manet? Is a painter. Okay, maybe from the, I don't know, 1800s, 1900s. Okay, so someone looks like a Manet. From a distance, the painting is beautiful. Okay, but when you get up close to it, it's not as beautiful as it was from a distance. Okay, you see all of the brush strokes and the dots, and it just looks like an array of colors just plopped on a canvas. Okay, and so, and guys, you put it in the comments too if it's Manet or Monet. I know they were painters, right? So, but anyway, Spirit is saying that, you know, this person could talk a good game, look gorgeous, be handsome, whatever. But was it really all that it was cracked up to be? Was it really worth it in the end? Because Spirit is saying it wasn't really worth it. It's not going to be worth it. Okay. So guys, if you like this video, please like the video. Definitely share, certainly subscribe. If you want a private reading, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. And just stay tuned for your Love Tarot pop-up in the next couple of days so we can explore this much deeper to see what's going on for June into July. Ciao.